Well, here we are going to go ahead and check out my big cattle farm I have going on. I actually have three of the bigger size cattle farms. Of course, you guys can get different size farms, for any of the varieties of livestock on Farming Simulator 19. But I just kind of want to walk through and show you guys what I got going on here. I like these little John Deere gators for getting around. They're pretty cool. But you can see here I've got pretty much, I try to have like trucks associated with each individual farm, for all the things that they need. Like these are my water tankers here. And of course, when you come down here, this is the other reason I like the cattle farms too, is the production you get out of these. Have your milk. You have your milk right here. You have a silage right here. Yeah, and I'm not even doing the silage yet. Then over here in the third stall, the ones that I have set up, that is manure. You can sell these commodities bulk at certain places. The silage, you could get yourself a tanker, and you can sell that at the biogas plant. Or, of course, you can use these for your own fields, depending on what, how you guys like to do the game. You can also see I have my harvest of, I have straw bales here. I have hay down there, the green ones. I keep it pretty simple with the livestock. Obviously, this is the area where you load your hay in, or your straw, pardon me. And I went with the bells. Now, you guys could just go with the regular straight, like, machinery, like to run through your fields where it just picks it up in bulk without actually baling it. I like to use the bells because I think you get more bulk as far as basically stack your bells up. You don't have to worry about it as often. Then this is your feeding trough here. You'd ride through here with one of your big trucks, whatever you want to use for feeding. These, of course, are the hay bales. I never really worry about cleaning up the mess because, it's kind of tedious. Now over here, I've got extra storage that I can use for, the bulk hay or straw. And this is specifically my feeder semi-truck for the total mixed rations. And all these extra things you see here, you can get these in-game on the mod selection area. And it really makes your life a lot easier if you're doing something big scale like this. Oh, something else I want to show you too here. Let's pop on in here. If I can make this corner. Yep, good tight turns. Ooh, let's not wreck. See inside here, I've got these crawlers in here, right? I have these positioned inside so I can easily scoot and maneuver the big bales of straw. That way they're on the actual right platform, so they are recognized by the game, when it needs to use them. That's why the bells look all, kind of screwy and whatnot. This thing doesn't have the power to really push stuff, but... And of course, across the field, straight ahead of us here, I have two fields. I have one for my straw, and then I have a straight grass field to do my hay. And another thing too, when you're doing your layout on your land, let me show you this really quick. Whoops, wrong area. Yeah, when you're doing your layout on your land for it, you may or may not have to terraform your land. I suggest that you do try to terraform it if you're doing something big. And when you go to place down your whatever livestock stall that you choose to use, before you actually plant it on the ground, once it turns green and says, hey, it can fit here, make sure you're paying attention to the amount of land around it so you have enough room to get your trucks around and or put other buildings or, vital necessity areas. Like, down here, for example, I have water pumps. Because if you just place these wildly, even though it shows that you have room, sometimes trying to put some of the buildings up, even if they're small, it won't allow you to do it because there's something basically blocking the way. So that's why you want to be careful with how you place stuff. I carefully did this, then went back through did the landscaping to get everything set up. So it actually works out really well. And something else too, depending on what you are doing, if you feel like your production is getting out of control and you can't handle it, or you're having to feed your stuff too often, you can manually manipulate this, and you can sell off some of your livestock. And this applies to anything, whether you got horses, sheep, cattle, or piggies, chickens. Yeah, I mean, you might want to just keep your farm manageable, say with so many head of whatever you're doing here. These farms I have here will support, it could be up to, I keep wanting to say 500 head of cattle each. But, that takes a while to get to that point in the game. So you guys can adjust that, and that's how you do it really simply. Just sell off some of your livestock. Works really good. But yeah, this is my cattle farm. And this thing is quite lucrative too, let me tell you. Time you fill these tankers up with milk, you go and sell that milk off. Make some pretty good profits off of that. And of course, it's all except for, the time that I put into the game. You have that here. We have a little maintenance shop right here, right on base. I have a fuel shop. Oh! Okay. Yeah, but these are my two big fields. This is where all the magic happens. Grass field up there, and I've got, can't remember what it is, oats or something growing in here. I just go ahead and sell that off, and then, go over it and bale it up. So that's how you do it. Other than that, you guys let me know your experiences with your farms that you have set up. They can be lucrative if you put the time into them. Just keep that in mind. So other than that, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next Farming Simulator 19 game. Peace.